right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, with the occupant from Great Millstone, Atlanta. We got the brother Hashah from the GMS Savannah camp. All right, before we get into our lesson, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
All right, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, the house of David, man. You know, so we're going to get into a quick GMS Godspeed centered around the topic of the chastening of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. You know, this is a topic that brothers, commonly go over, because it's important, man. Important to our walk, and our stay in His faith, man. Is enduring the chastening of the Lord. The truth is not just about, as brothers say, burgers and fringes, man. And having a jolly, gay old time, man. You got to endure the chastening, man. The Lord is toughening His men up and purifying us through certain trials and tribulations, certain adversities, certain discomforts in His truth. It's a hard reality sometimes to face, but hey, it's necessary for our betterment, man. So you can get scripture that you had.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt also consider in thy heart that as a man chasten his son, so Yahweh thy power chasten thee.
That's right. See that? So just like your biological father or your father in the flesh, he chastises you to basically have more discipline. He instructs you with the rod, so to speak, so you can get better, man. Our Heavenly Father does the same things to us, man. That links with Hebrews the 12th chapter. That's the spirit. You see, I tell you, the scriptures, it all come together, man. And then when you go into that word chastening, then you go into the etymology. Because that's so heavy, it means basically to make it pure, man. Somebody want to look that up in the etymology. You look up that word chasten or chastening, it means to make pure, man. So that's why we look at certain scenarios and things you go through. Hey, smile, find joy in it, man. Like, yeah, I know the Lord. First of all, the Lord dealing with you.
Good.
That also goes into that in Hebrews 12, because you're not being chastised and you're just out here, just chilling and like you ain't going through no type of discomfort. It's like, damn, the Lord. Is the Lord dealing with me? He trying to make me better?
Shade, sipping lemonade.
Yeah, that's right. Chilling in the shade, sipping damn lemonade, man.
What, Hebrews?
Got it? Yeah, you can bring it.
It's Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, He chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom He receiveth.
That's right.
If ye endure chastising, Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chastiseth not?
That's right. That word endure goes to being made hard, man. And that's what the Lord's looking for. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yep. The Lord's looking for those men like granite, man. He ain't looking for no soft, little poodles, man. And that's why Jake and his truth, they get a little taste of that adversity, and it's like, oh, no, I can't deal with it, man. Because you don't want to allow the Lord to make you to that tool fit for the Father's use, man. Was there any more?
No, that was it.
That was it.
I got it.
You got something?
I got chastening in the
Oh yeah.
yeah. Go ahead. It says afflict trouble or pain or afflict pain on for the purpose of correction.
See that? For the purpose of correction, man. Cause we ain't perfect. We in the flesh. We go off. We mess up. It's like like you said, like your biological father, man. He'll beat your ass. If you go off, man. To keep you in the right path. Go ahead. Was there more to it?
No, that was it.
Okay.
I got something. This is Isaiah chapter 53 verse 10.
Then you can break it down as well. You wasn't getting there.
No, it's 53 verse 10. It says, "Yet it pleased the Most High to bruise him; He hath put him to grief." And this was speaking on Yahweh Shai, man. And if the Lord, the Heavenly Father Himself, looked down upon His greatest creation and seeing us like, yo, hey, you went off. I got to do it to you. And it said it pleased Him to bruise. It's like, yo, this is for your betterment. It's gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you, but I know in the end it's gonna make you better. So it said it pleased Him to bruise. So what more for us in this truth, man? We ain't nowhere near on the level of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Himself, man. And the Lord said, yo, it pleased him. So we're gonna get those same bruises. And every time Yahweh Shai crack that belt, oh shit, get back on a straight line. You know, it pleases him. It's like, all right, he veering off, hit him with the whip. He right back on that. He right back on the straight and narrow, man. That's what ass whoopings do for you. That's what correction does, man. Going through those trials and tribulations of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, it hardens you and it straightens you, and then it causes you to walk that straight and narrow, man.
That's right.
It says spare the rod, spoil the child. So if the Lord if he spared the rod against us, man, we will be destroyed as the rest of these 2/3, man. So that's what this is about, man. Catching this hell, man, through the Spirit. You got it.
I got something for you.
You got it.
The 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So yeah, it's all about that hardness, as the elder was bringing out, man. You know, in the soldier, it's not so much more the physical. We not here with pumped up muscles, you know, to walk around like we the baddest dudes on earth. No, it's the spirit, man. You look at the man and be like, hey man, that's a strong brother right there, man. Because what? The way he endured, but he corrected himself. You gotta endure, you gotta make it through it. It's not you just get chastised and just, you know, and dip. You know, you gotta endure through that, man. You gotta make it through, you gotta remain. You know, remain to the end. You know, when they do that, man, that's a soldier, man. You know? You fight that's what Paul said. Hey, I fight the good fight of faith.
That's right.
You know, that's what it's all about, man.
That's right. Yep, that's some. You got more to it, bro?
Y'all keep going. Verse 4. No man that warreth entangled himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
Yeah, yep. I think we go to that word soldier. I think it means to be solitary, man. So a lot of times in the truth, you're gonna be alone, man. But you know, of course, you got brothers. You know, the brotherhood is for, but for the most part, you're gonna have to endure this thing on your own, man. You know, let's say let every man work out his own salvation, fear and trembling.
Yes.
You know.
It says, could you read that back, Bible Shah? I don't want to butcher it.
No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life.
With the affairs of this life, every brother have different affairs in his life, man. Like this brother be making $50,000 a year. I may make barely $10 an hour, but at the end of the day, we still catching our own individual circumfitted hell from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. It's custom, tailor-made for you to go through, man. So what the hell I look like? He gonna look at me just like, man, you being weak, man. Like, you're supposed to be built for this. This is your walk, man. You can't get in that spirit of being caught up into this, that, and allowing this to throw you off the path, man. Like, we're supposed to be warned. It's only one thing that happens when you go down range, man. The only thing you want to do is come back. I'm not focusing on shit else. If I have to eat what I have to eat out here, eat this beetle, eat this grass, I'm gonna do it because I'm trying to come back. I'm not caught up on anything else, man. And it's easier said than done, man.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done.
That's right. Yeah, man. Being scripture say what's that, Proverbs 4, like I'm on the last end of the chapter, speaks about being basically having that single eye, man, being focused. You know, not letting the beautiful scripture the brother brought out on the affairs and the things of this world, man. Don't let that, you know, throw you off the path, man. You gotta stay goal oriented and focus minded, man. You know? You got something, bro?
This is Romans chapter 8 and verse 35. It says, who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or a sword? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Right? You know? Hey, those are the different things that we go through in this walk. All right? To do what? To chastise us, man. You know, and we being killed daily right now. So we don't have to taste of that death and that famine later on, man.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. We're right now we're currently walking through the spiritual fire. You know, the Lord is purging us with that fire from the Spirit, man. You know, we're basically suffering now, so that, like you said, later on we ain't gotta be in the missiles. All right, with the rest of you niggas, man, you heathens, man. You know, we'd rather suffer for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai now, man. You know. Hey, was that it, bro? You have more? I had something for it. Okay, let me read this real quick. You got it. It's Psalms 94 and 12. Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Lord, and teaches him out of thy law. You see, so ultimately going through this chastisement process, we're gonna be blessed, man.
That's right.
When you go into that word blessed, like brothers always bring out, it really goes to bowing, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're blessed in the sense of we have this word and this truth, but ultimately we're gonna be blessed, all right, in the world to come. We actually got nations bowing to us, man. That's what it truly means to be blessed, man. And to get to that point, you gotta endure what the Lord putting us through now, man. But really, when you look at it, it ain't really that hard. You know, our flesh make it think, damn, you know, god damn, man. But when you kind of look back in hindsight, certain things you've been through, you be like, man, that wasn't even that bad, man. I was tripping. You know? Hey, scripture say, I light affliction.
Yeah.
You know, Yahushua said his yoke is easy to bear, and my burden is light. So it don't be that bad, man. It just be our mind and our flesh just be playing into like, damn, man, I can't. And it be demons too. Damn, I can't do it, man. You know, they fall off or whatever. You know.
He had mercy on us, man.
That's right.
You
Yep.
know?
Yep.
Hey, he could have destroyed us.
That's right.
You know?
Yep. That's right. Yeah, I'll read one more time. You got it. This is blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, which let me see real quick. Okay, I thought I had another definition. It says, blessed is the man to whom thou chastenest, O Lord, and teaches him out of thy law. You know? So yeah, yep, that was it. You got it.
If I could make a point on
Yep.
that, it says, "Blessing who the Lord has chastened," because through that chastening comes discipline, man.
Mhm.
And a quick example of showing you what how Esau truly does fear discipline. If Jake has been in boxing a amount of years and he considers himself a professional, Esau finds you if you go get in the fight because you're disciplined within that art, man.
Right.
That's the same thing. The Lord
Yeah.
is hardening us to a point that ain't nobody gonna be able to deal with us on this side in this discipline, catching this hell, and us actually putting that spirit is like you built
Yeah.
for this, man. It's like it says, blessed is he, because he's custom fitted for what's to come, man. That's what a father builds you for, man.
That's
He
right.
builds his son for the hells and the calamities that he's seen, he know that's coming for him, man. You're supposed to set your son up for success and not failure, man.
Right.
That's right.
You got it up.
Y'all brothers got it. It's Acts chapter 14, verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
Hey, the apostles and the elders did it for us, man. They told us all the hell that they had to catch, all the hells that they had to go through. Hey, if any brothers ever talk to Apostle Kai, man, he'll put you to shame out of hell. He done caught you. You thinking you done caught something, man? We ain't went through shit. Read that back one more time about Bouchard.
Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
That's what we're exhorting you through. Though we catching hell, this brother probably got a thorn in his foot. This brother got a knife in his back. We're exhorting you through this pain, man. Hey, man, get out here and get it. Come get this word, man. Come receive salvation. That's what we're doing. We're exhorting you to continue, especially for you brothers that's already behind these lines. You behind enemy lines, getting it in right now through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is for you, man. We're going through the same exact things, man.
That's right.
You're built for it, and you can go through it, man, because the spirit is with us, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what? That actually gives you more comfort too. You know that it ain't just you like that. You know,
I'm not
it's
the
just
only one
me.
going through.
You kind of find joy, like, damn, bro, you going through the same thing. Damn, everybody. So you know, like you kind of got more comfort, man. Another thing I was going to add too to that scripture that links with what's that, Matthew 7 about the straight gate. I think it's Matthew 7 and 13.
Yeah.
If you look at that word straight, it means a position of difficulty, man. And it say what? Matt Faye, we might as well read it.
Yeah, I kind of going to it now.
You probably go back to what you had going in.
This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 13.
And that path is leading to the kingdom, as it says in Acts 14.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
This is Matthew 7 and 14. 13, Salaki.
Yep.
It says, enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Yeah, and that's the ways of the ways of this world.
Popular road.
Yep, the popular route, man. You know, these other religions like Christianity, you know, go ahead.
It says, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life,
Right.
if you be that find.
And that's the ultimately the kingdom, man. That's that path. You know, it says much tribulation and persecution, affliction. You know, the adversity. So it's only going to be a few choice men that's going to actually walk that path to the end, man.
Right.
That's why we always pray and be humble and try our best, our damnedest to just endure it, man.
Right.
You know, it hurt for a while, but we know at the end of that road, we want to see glory, man. You know, go ahead.
That was it.
That was it.
That was it.
All right.
I
All right, go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, and verse 22.
Probably end up for like one more. Yeah, son. Okay, go ahead, bro.
It says, therefore, whereas thou dost chasten us, thou scourgest our enemies 1,000 times more, to the intent that when we judge, we should carefully think of thy goodness. And when we ourselves are judged, we should look for mercy. Right?
Yeah.
You know? Hey, the reason we go through this, man, is because we should be looking for mercy.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So,
Yep. That's right.
All right, we can end off here. This, and it's Salaki.
Not bad,
All right,
dude.
this is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13.
Hold on. Oh, okay, I'm about to say the same scripture about that.
Good. It says, there have no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. So it's nothing that you go through in this life that no other man can say they ain't went through.
Right.
Everybody has experienced losing a parent. Somebody's kid done died. Somebody's wife done cheated on them. Everything that has happened to you has happened to somebody. So it's
Lost
nothing
your
that you
job.
go
Yep,
through
yep.
that is uncommon to man.
That's right.
Right? It says, but the Most High Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able. So it's nothing that the Lord is going to put on us that we ain't going to be able to bear it, man. That we ain't going to be able to stand it. He knows, okay, he's on level 2, so I'm going to send him level 2 demons. Now, he ain't going to put you, he ain't going to have you on level 2, having you facing a level 10, knowing you finna get destroyed, man.
That's
The
right.
Lord he ain't unfair he ain't like Esau.
That's
man.
yeah. That's something Esau would do if Esau would say, let's say Esau was the Most High. Esau would have us out here all, man.
Yeah.
All fucked up, man.
shot at.
Yeah. Shot at him.
Say the wrong word.
He's like, God damn.
God.
Like, damn,
Like,
bro.
you know, you got it.
All right, it says, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear. And a perfect example of that is Joseph, man. Joseph was tempted by the Pharaoh's wife.
Yeah.
And she basically was trying to strong arm him for the ride. He told her no. He held true to the scriptures. Hey, yo, that's off. And he ran. What did they reward Joseph by doing that? They threw him in a prison, wasn't it? They threw him in a prison.
Yep.
He got thrown in the prison. And what? He lived those 2, 3, 4 years or however long he was in the prison down there. He bared it, man.
That's right.
Because the Lord gave him a way out. And his way out was like, yo, you gonna have to go to prison. At least I ain't gonna put you to death. But he bared it, and what? Through him being in that prison, he was able to what? Interpret a dream for the Pharaoh and become what? The highest guy next to the king himself, man.
That's right.
So that's in you trusting in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and sometimes those way that the only way out really may be hard. Hey, it leads to glory in the end, man.
That's right.
If you trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because he's gonna show, hey yo man, you can bear it. So bear it, and then comes that glory. But you got it.
Yep. That's why scriptures say things written aforetime, written for our learning. So we have the examples of our great men in our history. You know, our ancestors that went through these things and endured, man.
Yeah.
You know, so how much more us in these last days? All right.
Because he did the right thing, and he was what? He was
That's
like,
right.
damn, he getting punished for doing the right thing, but it was to a greater glory, man. But you got it.
That's
So
right.
like,
Yep. We can close off on this. This is 1 Corinthians 13, 6 and 7. It says, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth. Verse 7, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. You know, so that verse says a mouthful, man. Bear all things, you know, which the brothers went into that word bear at the camp earlier, going to basically to take up or to carry. You know, you carry your burden, man. Carry your cross, man. You know, it says believe all things. Now, that don't mean you believe literally all things, man. It's talking about believe everything pertaining to this truth, man. Believe everything in the gospel, man. Have faith. And it saith hopeth all things, which we hoping for the kingdom, you know, hoping to be of that number, hoping to be of the elect, you know, hoping to endure to the end. And then finally it says endure for all things, man. Which you go into that word endure means to be made hard, man. So endure everything the Lord throw at you, like you read. The Lord ain't gonna throw nothing at you that you can't handle, man. You just gotta have faith and have confidence in yourself in the spirit that you can overcome these things in the world, man. You know, and ultimately be that pure gem, man. Being purged from all the filth of this world, man. Through chastening. Bring it back home, man, you know? So, you know, with that, man, you know, we're going to sign off, giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
the Barn City Apostles, the Elders, a great millstone of GMS. All right, shalom to the next video. Shalom.
Shalom.